The corrupted symbol of the forgotten faction pulsed, a ghastly imitation of its former glory, searing an unforgiving light into the very fabric of existence. The station, once a beacon of ancient knowledge, groaned under an unimaginable strain. The void-like maw, an abyss that defied comprehension, continued its ravenous feast. It was not merely consuming matter, but the very essence of reality, the threads that bound dimensions together. Each scream of tearing metal was a death knell for a universe. The spark's pure essence, once a promise of creation, was now a fuel for annihilation, twisted and corrupted, screaming silently as it was dragged into the oblivion. Predator and the Void King, their fear now a primal terror, were mere specks in the face of this ultimate entropy. Their cosmic prison break had led them not to freedom, but to a universal grave. The forgotten faction's ultimate goal was not to forge new bonds, but to sever all ties, to unmake existence itself. Their symbol, now a burning testament to their nihilistic triumph, cast long shadows of despair across the dying station. But amidst the chaos, a flicker. A single, defiant note in the symphony of destruction. From the deepest recesses of the void shard, from the echoes of creation itself, a new hum began to resonate. It was a song older than the void, a melody of resilience that refused to be silenced. This nascent power, unseen and unfelt by the consuming maw, began to push back. It was the echo of the original spark, the pure essence that had been stolen, now coalescing into a new form, a promise of defiance against the encroaching darkness. The crystalline structure, the harbinger of doom, began to fracture further, not from the void's hunger, but from this internal surge of power. Within its shattering fragments, a new light began to dawn, not the cold, unforgiving glow of oblivion, but a warm, vibrant luminescence that spoke of rebirth. The void maw recoiled, its insatiable hunger momentarily stunned by this unexpected resistance. The entities that had been consumed, their essence now a part of the void, were not entirely lost. Their echoes, their memories, their very being, were being rewoven by this new song of creation. The forgotten faction had sought to dismantle reality, but they had inadvertently sown the seeds of its renewal. The station was still being devoured, but now, a beacon of hope pierced the darkness. As the final vestiges of the station succumbed to the void, the crystalline structure imploded, releasing a torrent of pure, unadulterated creation energy. This energy surged outwards, not to destroy, but to rebuild. It washed over the remnants of space, leaving behind not emptiness, but the nascent dust of new stars, the whispers of new worlds. And at the heart of this cosmic rebirth, a single, impossibly small entity began to form. It was the spark, reborn, not as an essence to be harnessed, but as a conscious will, a guardian of the new cycle. The Void King and Predator, their power diminished but their existence spared, watched in stunned silence as this new dawn broke. The forgotten faction's grand design of oblivion had been thwarted, replaced by a force they could not comprehend. The cycle was indeed broken, but the new beginning was not one of their making. It was a beginning forged in defiance, fueled by the very essence they had tried to destroy. But as the new entity, the reborn spark, gazed upon the nascent universe, a shadow fell upon its own luminous form. From the depths of the void, a single, ancient eye opened, not one of terror or hunger, but of cold, calculating judgment. It was the eye of the true architect of oblivion, the power that had merely used the forgotten faction as a tool. This entity, the ultimate void, had been waiting. And now, it had found something worthy of its attention. The true war for reality had just begun.